Was shown August 15th, that's Leo energy. I was also shown the angel number 3233. That is a reminder to trust your path, trust your divine path. Someone in your energy changed the narrative. They changed the truth, and they did it out of ego. So, Spirit is not happy about that because this person not only changed the truth out of ego, they also chose their timing over divine timing. And you may know that anything that is chosen, like self-will chosen over divine will, Spirit is going to expose that. And eventually, Spirit will expose that and block that. So collective, that was your protection, and Spirit is now restoring divine order. That is the message that I am getting. Welcome to Don't Dim to Fit In. I'm Maggie, and I'm so glad you're here. We're going to get a little bit of energy around who this person could be for you. They're still in your energy. I don't know if this is an ex, or this could be someone like a friend or a family member that's still around you. I don't know. You all have different stories, so this is going to resonate differently for all of you. Please remember that this is a general collective reading. If you'd like a personal, my website is in the description box. So let's get further. Okay, Spirit, can you please show us who this person is that decided to change the truth out of ego and choose their self-will over divine will? Who is this, Spirit? Spirit really wants you to trust your path. That is a huge reminder here with that angel number 3233. You could also be seeing those numbers quite a bit. Okay, this is the type of person that tries to control people by using certain photographs and maybe even videos that were meant to be for your eyes only or for their eyes only. So you can see the card here, right? So certain private time photos and videos that were meant to only be shared as a couple. We'll just say it like that. But then they turn around and they use that to control and extort people. That's not a very nice thing to do. But if you know anyone like that, that's who Spirit is referring to. That's who this message is about. This is sex, lies, and videotapes. Yeah, it was meant to be shared privately, but they either put it out there on the internet, or they showed other people, or they were threatening to do that. You thought you could trust this person, but clearly you could not trust them. Okay, can we get more, please? On who this could be. This is primal fear. They use fear to control or intimidate others, but they're just acting, and they might never follow through on their threats. Yeah, so they just use fear as a tactic, but they don't really mean it, or they don't follow through on it, or they're probably the one that's mostly afraid. Wow, so they're using fear and threats to control people. That's sad. Okay, anything else, Spirit? So if you know anyone like this, collective, this is who is lying and changing the narrative out of their ego. We have Titanic. This type of person also holds on to things or people or situations they thought were built to last, but they eventually have to walk away from. Yeah. So when they go into things, they think it's really going to be something great, but it ends up sinking and crashing. Okay, let's get one more. Most likely they're also getting these people, places, and situations out of using fear and control tactics, extorting people. It's, again, these things that they're achieving through fear, through self-will. You know, they're trying to control people. It's not going to last. It's not going to last, especially when you're bending other people's free will. It is going to sink like the Titanic. Yeah, this person's hot and cold. This is like Knight of Wands energy. They're in, they're out, they're up, they're down. It's reminding me of that Katy Perry song. Yeah, they make other people walk on eggshells because this is also giving kind of like bipolar energy. They're just hot and cold all the time. You never know what their energy is going to be. They could be really sweet one minute, and then the next thing you know, they're yelling and screaming at you. Okay, is there anything else, Spirit, that you would like to share with the collective to know? Yeah, I'm sure you thought you could trust this person with those tapes, with those photographs. You know, you could have been married to this person. You're like, oh, we're married. I can trust you with this. Turns out you can't. Because they're so hot and cold. It's so unpredictable. Okay. Analyze this. Oh yeah, they're a big manipulator. You could have been dealing with a narcissist. They manipulate others into analyzing their own actions and concluding that they are at fault. They play the victim while painting others as perpetrators. Yes, this is a very narcissistic thing to do. Of course, I can't diagnose anybody, but these are very, very narcissistic actions. I know because I've dealt with them before. This person was a huge manipulator. This is also giving reactive abuse. You know, they pick and they pick and they poke and they poke until you react to them, and then they turn around and they blame you. They point the finger at you and blame you, and they play the victim, and they're like, see, I told you that they're an abuser. See, I told you they were mean to me. Yeah, and then they blame it all on you, collective, when they're the one that is so toxic. They're the one that's hot and cold. They're the one that's really pushing you to the edge until you can't take it anymore. So you react from their behavior, and then they blame you and play the victim. Yeah, this person is very, very toxic. Very toxic. Okay, Spirit. What else would you like the collective to know? How are you restoring divine order, Spirit? Now that you know who Spirit's talking about, let's see how divine order is being restored for you, collective. Or anything else you would like them to know. Many of you are dealing with a Leo, or you are a Leo, or have Leo in your chart somewhere. Yeah, many red flags. This is a warning from Spirit. This person is trying to get back into your energy, or this person is in your energy right now. Spirit wants you to pay attention. This could very well be a family member, or you considered them to be family. Again, you could be married to them, or in a high level of commitment, or going through some sort of divorce right now. But Spirit wants you to tend to yourself, self-care. is important at this time because this person is very, very manipulative. Again, with this Eight of Pentacles here, reminding you to stick to your path. Stay dedicated to whatever your path is, whatever you're working on right now. Stay committed to that. It's very important. Yeah, this person I'm getting, not only are they manipulative, they're very entitled. Somehow they feel entitled to your energy, to whatever it is you're working on, to whatever wealth or money that you have. They feel very, very entitled. Yeah. If you are buying property right now, they feel like they're entitled to it. Or if you've bought property, like if you just bought property or within the past couple of years, they feel very, very entitled to it for some reason. This is the Two of Cups. You could love this person or thought you loved this person. The person that you thought you knew, you absolutely loved. But you didn't realize how toxic they were. You didn't realize that they would share these personal things with other people, or that they would try to extort you. You didn't realize that they were using fear to control you. Also, I'm getting that Spirit really wants you to work on yourself with this Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Self-love is very important at this time. Trusting your path, working on yourself. Getting to know yourself, loving yourself. That's all part of divine order. Yeah, this is a person from your past. They're selfish. They're self-centered. Everything they do is for a reason for them to, it's for them. There's strings attached. Everything is conditional. You love unconditionally. There's a reason. Every single time they do something for you, they have to get something out of it. It's very, very selfish. It's very, very selfish. But they painted you to be the selfish one. Yeah. You are in some sort of relationship with this person. I am getting, with this Lovers card, I am getting that this is also a decision. Some of you saw this person as being toxic, and some of you decided to leave this person. Some of you are still with this person. You could just now be seeing how toxic they are. This person is not going to give you equal give and take. They're very greedy. They just want to take from you. Okay, Spirit, what else would you like them to know? It's time for you to give to yourself, to love yourself. You've given enough to this person. Yeah, it's time for reflection. It's time for you to go within, to use your intuition. If something is off, trust that gut feeling. Trust yourself. Again, self-love. That's what I was just saying with this Two of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Ace of Cups. It's time for you to invest in yourself, collective. Now, again, many of you are not with this person anymore. You saw how toxic they were, and you were like, I'm out of here. Some of you are still with this person, and you're just now seeing who they truly are. And some of you need to see this. See these red flags. This is a huge warning, like, hey, this person is never going to be able to give you equal give and take. And Spirit's telling you, hey, remember to trust your path. Remember to trust your intuition. Remember that this person chose their own truth. They chose their own timing. They chose to be selfish back there. They chose what would serve them the best. So now it's time for you to choose yourself. It's time for you to choose yourself, collective. Okay, anything else before we move on? This message is very clear. Yeah, look at this, the Chariot. The Chariot. I said chariot. I don't know why. Yeah, you have you're determined to move forward. You will have success. It's time for you to love yourself and move forward and get away from this person, because they're just going to keep you stuck. They are just going to keep you stuck. Yeah. At the bottom we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's time to focus on yourself, collective. Yep, because this person is selfish and they just want their way. They want their way. And if they don't get their way, they're going to have a temper tantrum. Yep. Okay. I'm going to get you all an angel number. Feeling called to do that. I know sometimes it can be hard to get away from a person who's been abusing you, for the lack of a better word, for so long, but you've got to choose yourself. I know it's hard. But you can do it. I am adventurous. Number 23. 23 could be the day that you were born. It could be your lucky number. There are changes. These changes are happening for a reason. Spirit is exposing this and blocking this person because it's divine intervention. But you have more in this life. You have a zest for life. You want to experience everything. You're adventurous. You want to travel. You want, even if it's not traveling, you just want to experience new things, new food, new experiences. You know, maybe you want to do yoga, puppy yoga, or go to new restaurants, experience new foods, go to different countries, learn a different language. Whatever it is, you just want to feel alive. You want to live your life to the fullest every single day. And you deserve that. You deserve to be able to do that. And you know how you do that, collective? By choosing yourself first. Choose yourself first. All right. Let's get an oracle card, and then we'll close this out. What's the final message, Spirit? Gratitude. Show gratitude. I am aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus, I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. Practice gratitude. Practice gratitude every single day. However it is that you do that, it will change your life. It changed mine. All right, collective. That was your message. I hope that it was helpful. Remember, don't dim to fit in, shine bright, and live true. And I will see you in the next video.